and I'm very delighted to be here amongst such esteemed members of this august house, and extremely happy that we're able to make it. we just came in this morning, in fact, a couple of hours. So thank you very much. I think your question is extremely important, and I wish to start from the premise of saying that Zambia has 8+1 neighbors. Centrally located, southern part of Africa. I know I'm in America, so I have to explain some of these things. But the important thing is that Zambia is part of key regional groups, the Southern African Development Community, on our part, southern tip of Africa, COMESA, a trading bloc, which is very important for our quest to enhance trade and investment in our country, on our continent. And I think it's also important that from the outset we state that we were elected on a platform of change. Meaning what? To deliver better lives for our people. How were we to do it? There's only one way, which we know. You may know many other ways, but we know one critical way. That is to get an economy going. Economy which is functional, an economy which is expanding, an economy which obviously in the process will be able to offer opportunities for our people. Education for the young, jobs for school leavers, business opportunities for others. That's the path we've chosen as a new government. Was that possible to get straight into that after elections? Mission impossible, unless we did certain things. The critical things we thought we would do first steps was to stabilize the country in many ways, so we could have a chance to have a bite at the cherry. So our key thrust post-elections, very difficult elections, as you have rightly said, moderator, to buttress the situation then, it was extremely difficult even to have democratic space to campaign, even though it was a campaign period towards an election. Extremely difficult. Basically, by and large, I could say I needed a passport to go to one region or more or so in my own country, particularly myself. The reason is obvious, because we were the challengers. We were the ones that could basically replace the government that was in place. But with all of that, it meant that the country was going through extremely difficult lack of democratic space situation. It was going through very difficult macro environment. So our first step, if you like, was to stabilize the country, restore the rule of law and order, very important. Then, alongside that, turn to what we defined as driving the crazy macro situation down. Inflation was running at 24%. Exchange rate market was very volatile. The debt, which you talked about, was unsustainable, leading to the default situation before the elections. So that was our major thrust. And in 1 year, first year, we took a decision that the first year would be to just get control of the country. So we were able to run inflation, pull it down in 1 year to 9.7% from 24%. We were able to bring stability in the foreign exchange market. Our kwacha is reasonably stable now against compatible currencies. We're pulling down interest rates from regions of 30% plus. 30% plus. Down, we're now hovering around 15 position. First, domestic debt. It is to clamp down on public expenditure extravagance, which was excessive. And we're working very hard to bring that under control. Quite popular to colleagues that were doing business, tenderpreneurs. Amongst those tenderpreneurs, some were supplying air, meaning supplying nothing, and build huge quantities of money. So we decided to audit suspicious domestic debt and only pay those that we thought were clean, straight. That doesn't mean we aren't business. Absolutely not. I come from business myself, but I knew that there was something wrong. We knew there was something wrong. How could we acquire so much debt, especially in the last 5 years, in the quantums that everybody now knows, most those who care about Africa and Zambia? Debt went up. From my basic training, if you acquire so much liability, there must be a compensating asset somewhere to balance your balance sheet. There was none. The economy went down to minus 2.8% as we were coming into office, but the debt was going up. Certainly, you don't have to be trained in that area to tell you that there's something wrong here. So we knew there was something wrong here. So rein in on domestic debt, creditors, isolate those that basically didn't supply anything, but got to build the government largely because of corruption, collusion in the process. Very, very difficult situation. Corruption in the absence of collusion from government, Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Justice, to basically legalize transactions that didn't deliver goods and services can be difficult. So we had to rein in there. So the anti-corruption crusade for us is very important, a key component of reining in on domestic debt. So we're moving on there. And then ensuring that going forward, we do not acquire new domestic debt. We do not continue with extravagance, as it were, bleeding the treasury. Envelope was very small, completely shrunk when we took office. Then external debt, which you talked about. Reining in on that, and quickly when we came in,